Have you ever felt this way? Why does it feel as though the clock of our lives always moves more slowly than everyone else's, while friends our age seem to already cross the finish line? Some people succeed in their responsibilities, in their careers, in their businesses. Some people build warm and loving families, and some people seem to have already found themselves. But why is it that we still feel as though we are standing in the same place? We have tried, we have devoted ourselves, we have run with all the strength we have, and yet the results we hope for still have not arrived. At times, this makes us feel small, discouraged, or even angry at fate itself, as if life is never truly on our side. This suffering that comes from waiting is perhaps the greatest poison, slowly eating away at the hearts of people living in the modern world. But what if I told you this? In truth, nothing arrives too late, and nothing arrives too early. Everything that is happening in your life right now is unfolding at the most appropriate time. Would you believe me? Hello, dear listener. Welcome to Calm Life Audio. Today, we are going to talk about this very thing, the nature of time. Not time as shown on a clock, but time as it is arranged by nature itself. Everything has its own time, according to causes and conditions. In the modern world we live in, there is one truth we must accept. We have been shaped to become addicted to speed. The moment we want to know something, we type a question into our phones, and within seconds, the answer appears right before us. When we feel hungry, we place an order, and food arrives at our doorstep within half an hour. These conveniences are wonderful, but hidden within them, it is a frightening, double-edged sword. They slowly take away our ability to wait. We begin to apply the logic of technological speed to the reality of life itself. We expect that if we do good today, we must receive the reward tomorrow. If we begin exercising today, our bodies should look better by next week. If we work hard and devote ourselves, we expect a promotion by next month. But life is not a computer program that produces results the moment we press a button. Life is far more complex than that, and far more natural. Most of our suffering does not come from the fact that we have not yet reached our goals. It comes from wanting to reach them faster than reality allows. We place our own inner schedules over the truth of nature, and when nature does not follow our plans, we become restless and anxious, like an impatient farmer who plants rice, then pulls the seedlings taller every day, hoping they will grow faster. In the end, the seedlings die because their roots are torn. This sense of rushing is what makes us overlook the beauty along the journey, and more importantly, it makes us overlook a simple truth, that everything in this world has its own natural cycle of growth. Flowers do not bloom because we command them to. They bloom when the season is right. When we try to rush these processes, not only does it fail to improve anything, it often creates damage and brings suffering back to ourselves. So, for a moment, set down the clock in your heart. Gently look at the reality in front of you with a calm and steady mind. Ask yourself what you are rushing right now. Is it truly slow? Or is it simply that your heart is moving faster than reality? When we begin to realize that our impatience or our desires cannot change the laws of nature, we are invited to understand the most important law of the universe. This law is called cause and condition. In Buddhism, there is a profound teaching that says nothing happens by coincidence. Every single thing arises from causes and conditions. Every success, every failure, every meeting, every farewell is a result that appears at the destination, shaped by many causes and conditions created at the beginning. Now imagine planting an apple tree. What is our responsibility? Our responsibility is to dig the soil, plant the seed, water it, loosen the soil, add fertilizer, and protect it from insects. This is the work of creating causes. These are the things we can control. These are the things we can do. But can we order the apple tree to produce fruit tomorrow? No, we cannot. Can we demand that the fruit be sweet and juicy immediately? That is not possible. Either our growth, flowering, and bearing fruit belong to nature. They belong to the soil, the water, the sunlight, and time itself. These are the conditions that come together to arrange the result. The problem with us as humans is that we often step beyond nature's role. We create only a small cause, yet we expect a result that is great and fast. When things do not go our way, we complain, we become dissatisfied, and we say that the world is unfair. Even though, in truth, we may have only watered the tree with a single glass of water, yet we stand beneath the apple tree, waiting, hoping to eat even one apple. When we truly understand cause and condition, our way of thinking changes completely. We stop fixating on waiting for results, and instead, we return our attention to creating the best possible causes in the present moment, because we know when the cause is right and the conditions are ready, the result will appear on its own, sooner or later, without us needing to beg or plead even a little. So, instead of asking, when will I succeed? Try gently changing the question to this: today, have I created enough causes that are truly worthy of that success? Just this small shift in perspective can calm a heart that once felt restless and overheated in a surprisingly gentle way, because in that moment, we take back the power of control. We bring it back into our own hands. We bring it back into the present, the place where we can act, where we can create, and where we can shape our lives. When we truly understand that our responsibility is to care for the causes, not to control or cling to the results, something begins to change inside. Yet, there is still a question that often lingers in our hearts, while the results have not yet appeared. How do we take care of our own minds? I have a story I would like to share with you. There was once a farmer who decided to plant a bamboo tree. He planted the seed into the soil. After that, he watered it, loosened the soil, and cared for it with the greatest dedication. But can you believe this? In the first year, not a single bamboo shoot emerged from the ground. The second year was still empty. The third year passed. The fourth year passed. The ground looked exactly the same. It seemed as though nothing had happened, as though all of his effort had been wasted. If he had been impatient, he would have given up and dug it out long ago. But when the fifth year arrived, something extraordinary happened. The bamboo shoot burst through the earth, and within only 6 weeks, it soared upward toward the sky, reaching heights of up to 20 meters. So, the question becomes, did the bamboo grow in just 6 weeks, or did it take 5 full years? The true answer is this: it took all 5 years. Because during the first 4 years, when it looked like nothing was happening, that time was not empty. It was the time when the bamboo was growing its roots deep into the soil, spreading its foundation wide and strong, preparing itself to support the tall and powerful stalk it would one day become. Without those 4 years of building an unseen foundation, the moment it grew tall, it would have collapsed under its own weight. Your life is the same. The periods when you feel as though you are not moving forward, the moments when you do good, but no one seems to notice, or when you work hard, yet the results still have not appeared. Do not rush to judge those times as failure. Remember instead, this is the time when you are growing your roots deeper. You are accumulating skills. You are accumulating patience. You are learning through mistakes. These are the unseen roots, and they are essential for lasting, sustainable success. Nature is always wiser than we are, because when something is pushed forward too quickly, it may return later and cause harm. Instead, waiting then is not a waste of time. It is a process of creating the deepest and most complete readiness. From the story of the bamboo's roots, we begin to see another side of time that has not yet arrived. Sometimes what we call delay may actually be nature's kindness. Take a moment to look back into your past. Were there times when you wanted something desperately, something you felt you had to have right then, but in the end, you did not receive it? You felt sad. You cried. But years later, as you grew older, you looked back and realized how fortunate it was that you did not receive that thing that day. How fortunate it was that certain events did not happen at that time, because if they had arrived on a day when you were not ready, or when the rhythm of your life was not aligned, what once felt like a gift might have become a burden or even a disaster. There is a saying I often return to: the right thing at the wrong time is still the wrong thing. Fruit picking, while it is still unripe, no matter how good, the variety will taste bitter or unpleasant, and may even cause harm. But when we wait until the fruit is fully ripe, its sweetness and fragrance emerge naturally, without us needing to add it or change anything at all. So, if right now there is something you have been waiting for that still has not arrived, try setting down your restlessness and gently remind yourself the time is not yet right. Like a dam holding back water, when it is full, it will overflow on its own. Or like the mysterious doors of life, sometimes we push with all our strength and nothing moves because the door has not yet been unlocked. But when the moment comes, with just a light touch, the door opens effortlessly. This is the difference between struggle and flow, between forcing a locked door open and calmly walking through it when it is ready. The emptiness we feel while waiting is not a punishment. It is preparation for the moment that truly belongs to us. When we reach this understanding, we begin to see that suffering does not come from the goal itself. It comes from the time conditions we attach to that goal. The tighter the deadlines we place it on our lives, the more pressure we create within ourselves. And that pressure is the true enemy of creativity and meaningful work. An artist who paints while constantly thinking, I need this to be finished now. When will it be done? Cannot create work that is delicate, deep, and alive. But an artist who stays present with each brushstroke, painting slowly, with joy in every moment, often creates work that is beautiful, whole, and complete in its own time. The most important key to living in harmony with nature is training the heart to stay with the causes and to gently release the results into the future. Letting go here does not mean giving up hope, and it does not mean abandoning goals. We can still dream. We can still aim forward. We simply release the attachment that things must happen at a specific time. Imagine this. You are driving on a long journey. If your eyes are constantly fixed on the distance signs, counting kilometers, counting minutes, the journey becomes tense and exhausting. But if you trust the destination, relax into the drive, focus on safety, notice the scenery, listen to soft music, or talk with the person beside you. Before you realize it, you have arrived, and you are not tired at all. Life works the same way. When we stop staring at the clock, we become more present with what is. In front of us, we work with greater care. We tend to our relationships with more kindness. And, most importantly, our hearts feel lighter. This lightness is the most powerful form of emptiness there is. When the heart is free from burning expectations, it becomes cool enough to notice rhythm, timing, and quiet opportunities as they pass. And in that state, our hands and our steps can move in harmony with nature, not so fast that we stumble over ourselves, and not so slow that we miss what is meant for us. We begin to feel that we are part of time's journey itself, flowing naturally toward the vast ocean of success. Before we part, I would like to invite you to see your life as a large jigsaw puzzle. When we pick up a single piece, we often cannot understand how the dark piece in our hand could ever be beautiful. Yet, in the completed picture, that dark piece is essential. It must be there so the brighter pieces can truly shine. Every season of your life, the moments of joy and fulfillment, and the quiet, lonely moments of waiting, each one is a necessary piece. They are arranged with care, according to causes and conditions, so that the full picture of your life can become beautiful in its own unique way. So, if in this moment you feel exhausted from waiting or quietly resentful toward fate, take the deepest breath you can. Then, slowly, gently, let it out. Release your worries about time with that breath and speak to yourself with kindness. I am on the right path. I am already in the right time. Stop comparing your seasons to the seasons of others. The sun has never competed with the moon. Each shines in its own time. You are no different. Time will come to you when it is your time. If the moment has not yet arrived, no amount of force can make it stay. But when the time does arrive, when causes and conditions are complete, even thick walls cannot block it. Even if you try to run, it will still find you. May you live each day with a heart free from anxiety, yet full of readiness to create good causes. Care deeply for what is in front of us. Water, loosen the soil, add nourishment. Do all of this with a gentle smile and leave the work of flowering and bearing fruit to nature, to tomorrow, when your heart can rest. This way, you will discover that happiness is not found at the finish line, but in each step along the path. And when the time is right, the fruits of success, more beautiful than you could imagine, will bloom to welcome you. May you find peace in waiting as one who is awake, inspired, and present in every rhythm of life. And this is wisdom born from emptiness. I hope that the Buddhist reflections we shared today help guide your heart back to your true self, and so that you do not miss future teachings that gently point toward truth, wisdom, and the noble refuge within your own heart. Please remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. For our channel, we share meaningful Dharma stories every day. Until we meet again, good night.